long live the Rebbe King Messiah forever, and then a website. This points to the belief of some Moshiach is here, reads the billboards off of the highway as you're heading into Miami. Mashiach is a Jewish word for Messiah. These billboards have been up in New York City as well for years that read, Mashiach is here, just add goodness and kindness, long live the Rebbe King Messiah forever, and then a website. This points to the belief of some Jewish people that Menachem Mendel Shenerson is the Messiah. This man already passed away on June 12, 1994, but the belief is that he's coming back because he's the Messiah. I'll read from the website Gula Generation that's on the billboard why they believe he's the Messiah. The recognition that Rebbe is Moshiach is based on 1. The description of Moshiach found in Jewish law, halakha, as codified by the great sage Maimonides, and 2. The Rebbe's own words in his talks translated from Yiddish and sent out to Jews worldwide. The website also has a declaration for accepting Moshiach, which within the declaration says, May my acceptance strengthen you in your mission to build the Holy Temple in Jerusalem, gather the dispersed of Israel, and bring the entire world to recognize the one God. Which is one reason I believe the third temple is a physical building, because the Jewish people are absolutely working towards building it, and it just makes sense within the prophecies of Jacob's trouble for those fulfillments to be within the third temple the Jewish people are trying to build. But this man, Menachem Mendel Shenerson, is obviously not the Messiah. Isn't it interesting that the Jews who think this man is the Messiah are saying he will come again? Sounds like they're stealing the idea from the New Testament of Christianity of Jesus'
All right, Shalom. This is Harwan Ban Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. Want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This quick lesson, try to move fast. It's a rebuke on these damn heathens, these devils, these Khazars that took on the name of Israel and ran into our land, when we got destroyed. And now they calling themselves the children of the Lord, reading from a different book called the Talmud, which is a Babylonian book called the Babylonian Talmud, which is basically making of many books. So, and they call themselves the children of God, those fake Jews, which I think they were established by Europe and the American government in 1948. So they weren't established by the Lord. The Lord didn't come down out the sky and say, hey, I'm putting you back into your land, according to prophecy. And now they're saying this guy, this devil, that passed, I think he said 1920 or something like that. They're trying to say he's the Messiah and he's coming back. It's just madness, man. So they got billboards all over the place saying that the Messiah is here. It's like, they got another guy over there in Israel. They call him Messiah. That's a fake Jew, a Khazar. All right. Pastor Harlot calling them big hats. They're wearing them big black round Saturn hats, man. All right, so we know the story on them, that they're the fake Jews, but there's a couple things that he said wrong in this video. I want to correct. All right, let's get it. 2 Corinthians 11:4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Messiah, is not supposed to say Jesus right there. It's supposed to say Yahushua. All right. But at least they got it right, saying Mashiach. You got IUIC, ISUPK, they saying Christ, which is Christos. That goes back to some Elamite deity. All right, we say Hamashiach. And the fake Jews, they say Mashiach, which is Yiddish. It has nothing to do with the true Hebrew. So the proper way to say it would be Hamashiach, which means the anointed. And Yahushua is the anointed king, and he's the anointed priest. Anytime the Lord will raise up saviors or leaders, they will be anointed, just like King David was. So Yahushua is that anointed priest, that anointed king that's set up to deliver Israel, all right? And according to the prophecies, according to the birth, see, this Edomite devil. He wasn't born that way. He wasn't born from Joseph and Mary, a maiden in a manger. All these things matter. See, that's why the Lord made it perfect according to prophecy. So it don't matter who else is born on the earth. They can't lie because they got to go according to prophecy. All right. So, and according to Revelations chapter 12, when the dragon chased a woman that was crying to be delivered, and she had a baby that was born. So all this matters, man. And the angels was at Yahushua's birth, and the wise men that brought in the gold and the myrrh and the frankincense. All right, the angels were there to help administer the birth of Yahushua, telling Joseph to deal with it, to deal with his woman, and take care of her, and what the Lord's name was going to be, Yahushua. No other name under heaven. All right. Yep. So it says here, for if he that cometh preacheth another Yahushua, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him. What that means is, if you're going to side with them, like the boy Shine Poe, the one that was rapping with Bad Boy, he's on this lining up with those fake Jews. You got 50 Cent and his crew, Uncle Murder and all them. They all out there in Jerusalem right now. And they have no idea that they're the Jews, that they're the Israelites. The whole G Unit crew, they out there in Jerusalem posting pictures and, surprised that they playing Biggie over there in Jerusalem. But it's like, yo, y'all are the Israelites. See, that's why these things happen, Look, I'm sure somebody mentioned it to him over there. But if you're going to side with those fake Jews and believe their story, Paul was saying you might as well bear with them. You might as well side with them, man. If you're going to believe their story or their doctrine that they put behind their Messiah, they might say they're teaching about the Messiah of the Bible, but the whole story and the doctrine is wrong that they're teaching. You see that? Like IUIC, they say they're teaching about the God of Israel, but then the doctrine is wrong that they're teaching. ISUPK as well. They say Yahushua's name, but they have the doctrine incorrect. Just like these fake Jews, they say they're dealing with the Messiah, Mashiach, which would be the anointed one of Israel, but they saying, but they're teaching false doctrine, all right? And the false Messiah. John 8:44, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do, right? 2/3 of our people that's following after these damn heathens, these fake Jews. It says what? He was a murderer from the beginning and abode from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. See, they're not in the truth. They can never be in the truth. Just like Herod tried to be in the truth. He couldn't. All right. And abode not in the truth because there is no truth in him. All right. That's why Paul said that to Agrippa. He said, Agrippa said that to Paul, like, you almost made me want to follow this Messiah, Yahushua. You almost made me want to be an Israelite. And Paul was like, I would that everybody would know this truth, but that ain't the case, basically. All right? So they're murderers from the beginning. It says, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So they the father of lies, man. That's all this guy is. He ain't no damn Messiah. He the father, part of the fathers of lies. All right? So this is a cut right here on these damn wicked Muslims and these fake Jews. Because the Muslims believe that the angel Gabriel, which is from the Bible, they believe that he came down and gave on a Pegasus, which doesn't exist, a horse with wings. They believe that he flew down on a Pegasus and gave a new book to Muhammad and said, read this and do away with the old Bible. So this is a cut on them, as well as these fake Jews, all right, with their Talmud. Galatians 1:6, I marvel that ye are soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Yahweh Shai unto another gospel. All right, so 2/3 fall into that. All right, following after these false doctrines and blasphemy, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Yahweh Shai. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which ye have preached, we have preached unto you, let him be accursed, right? You're supposed to get the words from these scriptures, from the prophets of the scriptures, man, not any other book. You know, listen to the words that the prophets spoke that have witnessed Yahweh Shai. Right, man, Matthew 12:31. Wherefore I say unto you, all manner of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men, talking about the Israelite men. But the blasphemy against the Holy Spirit shall not be forgiven unto men. Period, man. They blaspheming the truth, going against the truth. They're going to be judged, man, in that day. All right, Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, right? See, that story is our history, you know, and that's part of the scriptures, man. The damn Talmud and all these false books, the making of many books, you know, it's not going to teach you the understanding of that about Egypt, how we were delivered out of Egypt, and how the Lord's going to deliver us out of the second Egypt, and how he cares about the children of Israel, and how the Messiah is from Judah, and Judah's a so-called Negro, you know. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, talking about America, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them, and from all over the world. See that? And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. See, these devils, they said that this fake Messiah, he put out a commission, or order in one of his writings before he died, his speeches, that the fake Jews should come together in that land, and they should bring all the rest of the fake Jews from around the world. So that's what they've been doing. Any fake Jews that's born around the world, they've been bringing them back into the land of Israel, giving them a birthplace and all. So if they Jews and they Judah, where the heck is Benjamin Levi and all this is madness, man. Oh my goodness. So they're lying there too, man, you know. Saying that they're building the third temple, saying that they're gathering the Israelites. See, that's not what the scriptures say, man. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers. See, first the Lord going to send for many fishers, the prophets. All right, starting with John, who was who? Abba Bivens, also known as Elijah, the forerunner to Yahweh Shai's return. And the men of the Lord waking up, returning the hearts of the children to the fathers and the fathers to the children, and all to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So the Lord is going to send for many fishers. This is the process of us waking up, according to Revelations 11:8. The Spirit entering into his men, Spirit of truth gathering his men. Ultimately, before World War III, the Judgment Day, and the Lord sending the Messiah from the heavens with power and great glory, and to gather his men with the holy angels. See, that's the true story. See, these devils don't want us to have any hope. They want to pervert the prophecies. Behold, I will send for many fishers. See, those are the prophets. Saith Yahweh, and they shall fish them. See, it's going to happen. the Lord gonna bring in all the fish, all the elect, and He gonna bring them upon the shore, and He's gonna throw the bad fish back in, and keep the good fish, and in the net. That means in the truth. And after will I send for many hunters. See, now soon the Lord gonna send for hunters. It's gonna be the chosen. That's gonna administer the Lord's judgment upon this earth. The mighty men of Israel. And they shall hunt them from every government or mountain, and from every hill or city, and out of the holes of the rocks, man. So they're gonna be hiding in their bunkers. These elites, these Edomites and these fake Jews, they're gonna be hiding in their bunkers, and they're gonna be hunted out and taken into slavery. That's what future they got coming. For mine eyes are upon all their ways; they are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes, right? Because that's why the Lord said, what? The mystery of iniquity had to be revealed. And that's what's happening. They're being revealed, and it's not hid from the Lord's eyes. He sees all of it. And first, because they try to do everything in secrecy. All right? And first, I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double. That's going to be 1,000 years of slavery for them. And their fake Messiah. Because they have defiled my land. See, they're over there defiling the land with Pink City, all these abominations and idol worship, and banging their head on the wall that Herod built. Calling themselves the Jews. And they have defiled mine inheritance, so they defiled the children of Israel as well. With the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. See, even today, they make money off of feeding our people abominable foods, man, off the curses that are on our nation. All right. Oh Yahweh, my strength and my fortress, right? He's our temple. We don't need no building to be built with brick and mortar. We don't need that. We need Yahweh to be our tower and our covering, and making us the fortified stones upon this earth. All right, being His temple for His Spirit to dwell in. That's the third temple. The third temple is being built spiritually, not physically. It's going to be built in the kingdom. The Lord going to have all these other nations build it through slavery, hardcore slavery. But right now, Yahweh Shai, the master builder, the architect, the carpenter, the tiller of the soil, He's the one under Yahweh that's building us. Perfect work. All right. He's building us in the spirit, called edification. Verse 19. O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. All right. So they were saying, yeah, in the day of Jacob's trouble, the temple's going to be built. No, man. In the day of Jacob's trouble, the spiritual temple is being built, meaning the covering and the protection from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, fortified, all right? The Gentiles shall come unto thee. All right, so like, I'm going to read this. Verse 19, O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. Man, right? And that's coming up soon, the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, so these nations, even these Edomites, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. And they're going to admit it. They're going to confess that they were wrong. Calling themselves the Jews, calling themselves the Messiah and all that. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? Right, man. Therefore, see, Yahweh made gods out of us, make powers out of us. But man can't do that. You know? See, man call himself making gods, but the Lord like, y'all ain't no gods. You can't make no nothing. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. See, the Lord is going to cause the whole world to know. And I will cause them to know mine hand and my might, and they shall know that my name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua. All right, so the Lord is going to cause them all to know that they've been wrong and that they are the synagogue of Satan. All right, they're going to realize that their fathers have inherited lies, and that's going to be in the kingdom. All right, Revelations 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. So the Lord is creating them and creating their story for them to be the synagogue of Satan. That's what they are. All right. Which say they are Jews and are not. Right? Because they're really the Khazars or the Edomites. But do lie. See, they're lying. The father of lies. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. See, the Lord's going to make them know it. And he's going to cause them to know that the Father's true name is Yahweh and his son's name is Yahushua, but they're going to know it through his men, through the hunters. And he's going to make them come and worship before our feet and to know that the Lord has loved us and not these damn heathens. All right, that's why the Lord said this, and the scriptures say this, Revelation 19 and 10, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he saith unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren. See, our brothers are those that have what? The testimony of Yahushua. You see that? Not no other God, not no other Messiah, but the testimony of the one who was born according to the prophecies. You know, circumcised the 8th day, just like all the rest of the children of Israel. His mother had the separation of birth according to prophecy, according to the laws, I mean. All right. Born in a manger, you know, all according to the prophecies, man. In Nazareth, in Galilee. All right, so now it says this, worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So these devils that were established in 1948 by America and in Europe, that's not according to prophecy. That's the, you know, who is this guy talking about he's the Messiah? Are they saying he's the Messiah? Well, he wasn't born and die according to the prophecies. Because according to the prophecies, our Messiah was going to be afflicted, persecuted. And he gave his back to his cheek to the smiter. All right? And he was going to be born in a time where we're being afflicted. And he was going to be a dark-skinned man from the tribe of Judah. All this is in the prophecies. And he was going to return from the heavens, not again through a woman's womb, you know, from the womb of a woman. He was going to return from the heavens in chariots, return in clouds. So, you know, that was the spirit of prophecy. That's why we follow the prophecies, man. You know, that no man was worthy to reveal to the children of Israel, except for Yahushua. Verse 11, and I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. So that's how Yahushua is going to return. That word white means dazzling. It's going to be glistening, beautiful, and white. It also represents purity. And the horse represents power, so it's going to be a chariot, a giant chariot, man. And he that sat upon him was called faithful and true. So he's the true king, the true Messiah. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war. Right? Because the Lord said when the children of Israel are in their land, the world shall study war no more. But these fake Jews that are in that land, it's nothing but war on the damn earth. All right, so that's how you know they're not the real children of God, man. You know, according to the prophecies, according to the spirit of truth. A bunch of damn heathenistic demons. That's all they are. A bunch of bums. Stole everything on the earth. Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets, right? So that Yahweh didn't show up to get rid of the prophecies or the prophets that spoke about him. And he didn't show up to destroy the law or the ones keeping the law. He said, what? I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So he came to fulfill the whole law and being born according to the law and living according to the law. And also fulfilling the prophecies that the prophets spoke of, all the way from Moses, really, all the way up until John. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot and one tittle, meaning one line from the scriptures, shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled, man. Meaning we're going to be under the curse of the law until the Lord Yahweh Shai came and fulfilled all the prophecies. And now we're no longer under that curse of the law, which is death. You know, now it's going to be a final judgment, yeah. But it's going to be according to your testimony, how you're walking in life. And if you walk around eating pork every day or having sex with men's wives and just breaking the law, yeah, they're going to be destroyed, you know. So, but now as a nation, we have a chance at living forever, or have grace, all right, because of Yahweh Shai, because he fulfilled the prophecies, all right, because he came down here and gave that great sacrifice. And these heathens have no comparison to Yahweh Shai. All right, John 19:30. When Yahweh Shai therefore had received the vinegar when he was on the cross, or you know, being crucified, he said, "It is finished," and he bowed his head and gave up the ghost. All right, so Yahweh Shai completed his story. He completed that prophecy of a prophet being born amongst his people, and the government was going to be upon his shoulders. He was going to deliver his people in salvation. This is that Yahweh Shai, and he already finished that around 37 to 38 AD. All right, being crucified. That's right, man. I think it was around the time of Herod Antipas. It says, what? It is finished. What's that? The prophecies, the sacrifice, all right? The command that the Lord gave him, he finished it, the work. Right, man, they all want to be like the Lord. That's envy. You know, Esau, man, they're confused. They have inherited lies. Think about that. Esau created the lies, they're the fathers of it, and they started passing it down through their generations, and they've inherited those same lies. So they truly believe that they're the Lord's people, and they're going to be completely deceived. 1 Corinthians 3:11. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahweh Shai. So nobody can lay any other foundation, man, that was laid. So, you know, they can't do it. All you gotta do is look at the prophecies and be like, nope, that's not him. Yahweh ben Yahweh, nope, that's not him. They try to say Jesus, Jebus Christ, that's not him. Caesar Borgia, that's not him. This guy over here and the fake Jews saying that he's a rabbi and all this madness, that's not him. All right, and the Lord said, call no man master. For one is your master in heaven. His name is Yahweh Shai, sitting on the right hand of the Father. Now, if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is, man. So that's when it's going to be revealed. And these heathens going to see that they've been lied to. Right? This guy calling himself the Messiah. Well, check this out. Revelations 5:3. And no man in heaven, nor in earth, neither under the earth. Neither under the earth. Right? The bodies in the graves and shit. Or people working under the earth and shit in the tunnels, whatever you want to call it, in the caves. Nobody was able, or in the ocean, nobody was able to open the book, neither to look thereon, man. This dude didn't die and raise his body up again. He's still in the grave. He's talking he's going to return. The Lord rose up in 3 days. Went up to the Father in the chariot. And he said the same way he left, the same way he's going to return. In Acts chapter 1. Taken up to the Father, and a ceremony happened up in the heavens to where all the hosts of heaven bowed down to Yahushua, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, white and woolly hair and dark skin, like a lion. And he bowed down to Yahweh, and Yahweh gave him the book. He actually was able to take the book from Yahweh's hand. Think about that. Yahweh gave him that privilege. He earned it. So they want to dishonor Yahushua, and they can't. They want to discredit the Bible, but they can't, man. The prophecies. Revelations 5:3. And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. Talking about the prophecies. And I wept much because no man was found worthy to open the book and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Who is that? Yahushua, all right? The root of David. See, he had to be born from the bloodline of David, born from Joseph and Mary. Have prevailed to open the book. And when did he do that? Way back in 37 AD, all right? Or 38 AD. And to loose the 7 seals, man. All right, so yeah, man, right, man, you gotta be careful in these times, because everybody want to be the Messiah in the times we're in. Matthew 24:26. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, especially the damn heathens, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. All right, don't believe it, man. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Meaning the whole world going to know it and see it, and the earth going to shake, and you're going to say that's the Messiah. There ain't going to be no question about it, and it's going to be according to prophecy. Right? They're saying that this fake Messiah put in his speech before he died that they should build the temple, the third temple, which they're trying to do now, which is going to ultimately be destroyed in Armageddon. They're saying build the third temple and then call all the fake Jews back to Israel. Well, that's what the scriptures say, that we're going to be built up a spiritual house, and that the Lord was going to come get us from where we were scattered around the 4 corners of the earth. And he's going to send his angels to do it. 1 Peter 2:5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a what? A spiritual house. A holy priesthood to offer what? Spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahushua, right? Because they build a third temple. They can't offer up no sacrifices, man. The Lord ain't dealing with that, especially theirs. Wherefore, also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. So you had to be of the children of Israel to even believe on him. All right. So the Lord ain't worrying about no temple being built, brick and mortar. No. The Lord said we being built up a spiritual house. Ephesians 2:19. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, see, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of Yahweh. So once you're in the truth, you're called back into that sheepfold, into that temple, all right, that covering, that house of David. And behold, so we don't have to go to that land and travel over there, because the bastard is in that land right now. The snake is in our garden, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets. See, that's what we built upon. We built up from that, the foundation that was laid with Yahushua, according to prophecy, and we built up in that the spirit of prophecy, the spirit of truth. So we built upon that, man. And these Edomites, as they were gonna realize in the kingdom, that everything that they was gassed up and built up on was all lies from the father of lies, their forefathers, and are built up upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahushua himself being the chief cornerstone. So that's what we built upon, Yahushua, all right? In whom the building, what fitly framed together, groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord. And that's happening right now. The elect are being strengthened and grown into this truth like the harvest. In whom ye also are builded together for an habitation of Yahweh through the Spirit. So where's your brick and mortar? We don't need that. He's going to make us the temple for him to dwell in. Right? We don't need no fake Jews to send boats and gather us. And gather, like they gather in their Khazarian descendants. Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. All right, don't read out of no Talmud, no Babylonian Talmud. That's the book of the Babylonians and those Edomites. Confusion. The Lord said what? Read out of his book that he compiled together. And read, all right, and eat. No one of these shall fail. See, none of his prophecies are going to fail. All right, but everything that these Edomites are thinking about, these heathens, is going to come to naught. It's going to fail. None shall want her mate, right? You ain't going to want no other book. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. So his spirit is what's gathering the prophecies and also the words together, which through the prophets. And ultimately in these last days, his words is what's going to gather his elect. And by doing so, it's going to bring them to this, Matthew 13:41. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels. What? Yahushua is going to send forth his angels. And they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity. So the Lord going to send his chariots to gather the wicked to be destroyed, all right, basically to destroy them, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. So they're going to be basically burned. And there shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. And then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their God, of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let them hear. All right, so the elect are going to be gathered into the chariots to be taken care of. So that's the gathering, not Netanyahu or the other guy, and they fighting over politics, trusting in Trump. And Trump not even president. Anyway, and they're spoken of in the scriptures to be destroyed by Iran and Russia. All right, so yeah. So all those that do iniquity, they say the mystery of iniquity, Esau, the Khazars, the fake Jews. All right, and these Edomites over here in America and around the world, they're gonna be gathered to be burned and destroyed. Mystery of iniquity. That's right, man, because Esau tried to call themselves God. And the Lord said, yo, they're going to realize that they're not God when they're in the hands of the men of the Lord, and they're going to realize that they're just men when they're being destroyed. Revelation 21:22. And I saw no temple therein, right? So we ain't going to need no damn brick and mortar temple. Like this God was saying. For the Lord, I saw no temple therein. For Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the power almighty, and the Lamb are the temple of it. So that's going to be our covering in that day, that when we come out of the chariots, be brought down to this earth and enslaving these nations, getting them to rebuild our temple, all right? The Lord going to give us coverings and chariots to dwell in. Look at that. Apartments in the sky. We ain't going to need to be down here yet. We're going to be brought down to the earth, destroying shit and going back up to our chariots most likely, and getting them to rebuild it and beautify it. Beautify the earth. And cleanse the earth, you know? All right, so you always hear Esau talking about them building the third temple and gathering the Jews from all over the world, man. But the Lord clearly said the elect of Israel are going to be gathered, one, in the spirit of truth, and two, bone into his bone, and two, be gathered in the chariots by the Lord, not in some building over in Jerusalem. Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. See, it's going to be a new rulership on the earth. It's going to be righteousness, and the children of Israel are going to be in power. Right now, these fake Jews are running the world. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea, right? Their rulership is going to pass away. And John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, or Yerushalayim, meaning refreshed, the refreshed city of peace, man. Those are people coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Who is that? The elect. Going to be prepared. Being the woman prepared for the husband, Yahushua. The servant is being prepared for their master. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they will be what? His people. And Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their power. All right. And that's just it. So when it's talking about the temple, it's talking about the people. The people, scriptures say Israel is a people before it was a place. Isaiah 60:14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. See, I just read that in Revelation 3:9 about Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. See, that goes Malachi, where the Lord said he loved Jacob and he hated Esau. You understand? So these same devils that think they're about to go into a new world order and have full total control of the people of the earth, they're going to be highly confounded. Isaiah 60:14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, right? They're going to say, our fathers have inherited lies. And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. That goes perfect with Revelation 3:9. You know, and the book of Obadiah, where it says, shame shall cover these Edomites for their violence against their brother Jacob. All right. And they shall call thee, what? They're going to call thee, the actual person, the city of Yahweh. How they going to call a person a city? You understand? So that's why we represent, or the elect, the hopeful elect, or the elect represent New Jerusalem, the city of peace, the city And they shall call thee, those people, the elect, are going to be called the city of Yahweh, and the Zion, the government of the Holy One of Israel, the mountain of Yahushua. All right. It says, and whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Man, right? Because Esau right now, they're not hated, except for by the Iranians and the men of the Lord. But they're not hated by these nations. They're getting taxes from every direction. They're getting pampered. I'm gonna end it with this, man. 1 John 2:18. Little children, it is the last time. And as ye have heard, the Antichrist shall come, meaning anti-Messiah or anti-anointed, or basically the adversaries to the truth, or the ones calling themselves the Messiah or the anointed. Even now are there many anti-Messiahs, or anti-anointed, or antichrist, as they say, whereby we know that it is the last time. All right, so that's just it, man. So we trust the Spirit of the Lord through the Spirit of truth and the Spirit of prophecy, and that's just it. And according to the prophecies and the Spirit of truth, these devils, these Khazars, and this guy they call the Messiah, he's nothing but a hound dog. Damn heathen, man. Edomite. And they go into slavery according to the Spirit of truth, according to the prophecies. All right, our king has already came down here and sealed his honor and his fate. His name is Yahushua, and he came down here and died for the children of Israel. You know, gave up his life, didn't turn away from the pain, didn't take anything to numb the pain. All right, and did the Father's will, Yahweh, and told us the Father's name, Yahweh. Gave us the testimony to follow after it, and gave us the foundation to stand upon and build upon. All right, and the promise, and he opened the seals for us to understand the prophecies, man, so we wouldn't believe fables and lies that these devils create.